You know,
remember me?
Yeah. You say all this, and I want, because a lot of your audience are in real estate space. You have no problem saying, "Hey, I'm taking vacation. I'm going to be on airplane mode. I'm just doing emails." You know, it's so funny. Like, and I've been in the real estate space, not as a licensed agent, but I used to run a multiple listing service. Agents would never, actually, an agent that attended, we talked about this at the advance.
Yeah, that's a big thing for agents.
You talked about at the advance. Yeah. Like, I think
they don't want anyone
to know, or especially their clients to know that
they're away. Not even on vacation. Even coming to my event. They're coming to my event. I'm out of town, which means you're not available if I need to go see her. I need to whatever. Crazy? Nobody can know.
It's almost like enabling them to.
Not almost.
It is. Enabling. I had a client, a potential client actually, that we're still hoping to work with, say, "Hey, I would love for your company to do a demo."
Yeah.
And the salesperson that was actually working with them said, "Yeah, but I want Linda, the CEO, to do a demo."
Yeah.
At 8:37 Eastern time.
Yeah.
Which means I don't even know.
5:37
at my time, Pacific time.
Yeah.
Because that's when their office meeting starts, like around 8:30. Yeah. And I want this, and I'm like, I'm not gonna create this.
We have an organization here. Like, there's people who do that. You don't just call on me.
Because if I do this as a client, they're gonna expect.
Now you're customer support. Now you're tech. Now you're everything. Yeah.
CEO, first of all, like, I'm not really doing a sales demo like for you and the team. But I say all this because when I heard that, I heard someone at the advance say, "Oh my gosh, my client can't know. I won't post." They wouldn't post the advance.
Yeah.
Because then my client will know.
Or they'll hold it and they'll do it a week later. Enjoyed last week. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It's not crazy. It makes sense, but they need to get over that.
Well, yeah. I mean, the fact that you're educating yourself so you come back with more marketing tactics and support for them and all this other stuff.
You couldn't be more right.
You should. I love that you said that.
Really? Oh, words of affirmation. Is this the love language? Is that the love language? Words of affirmation? She doesn't even care anymore. Point doesn't matter. All I know is he said. All I know is he said. I'm like, you could not be more right. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Anyways. That's it. It's just the weirdest thing.
It is true though. Like, you literally could not be more right. Like, it is.
So what would you tell agents? Like,
so look, they're not wrong. They're not. Let's be clear. They're not crazy to think like that, because if you really think about it, they have crazy clients that are like, you need to be available. I need to. So it makes sense. It makes sense. Where the disconnect happens that they need to take charge of is who dictates your schedule, who determines what is priority in your life, right? Is it your clients? Because that's a problem. Like, that's going to, and it's easy to say, it's more difficult to execute on, but it's just true. Yeah. Is that, once you set the tone that I will fall to your needs, I will fall to, I will get in line with what you expect of me, regardless of anything else or whatever. In some way, you've lost the respect of who you are as a professional.
Excuse me. Yeah.
You've lost the respect of who you are as a professional. And why they're paying you the money they are.
Burnout too, though.
Yeah. And this is why we push so hard on infrastructure and everything else, because, I get the same thing, right? I get people who reach out, and this is how I answer it. I did this the other day with someone, like yesterday. I get people who reach out all the time, and they'll be like, "I really want to work with you. I look up to you. You speak to me in a way that whatever, I used to be with so-and-so's program, but I want to coach with your program. I want to be one of your students. I want whatever."
What's your
address?
I'm
like, what's that?
What's your address?
Yeah. What's your address? Yeah, exactly.
And your time.
They'll literally say that. They'll be like, I look up to you. I used to coach so-and-so, you speak to me, you whatever. And, I need a coach. I want to get into whatever. And, blah, blah, blah. And I'll say, great, give me your info, whatever. I'm going to have someone reach out. No, I really want to talk to you. I need you to, I want to talk to you to do whatever. And by the way, will you coach me? And by the way, will you, whatever. And I get where they're coming from. First off, I already know they have a problem in their own business delegating. If they're expecting me, I mean, first off, there's just a complete, well, I guess second off, because I already said first off, there's a complete lack of awareness of the fact that, there's a lot of other things going on here. I can't come and talk to you. I don't buy my followers. Those are real. There's a lot of other people that I'm talking to here and doing whatever with, but My greater point in that though is, why would you want to work with my organization? Why would you want to trust me as the person running that organization and show you how to run a business when I clearly am not even doing that myself?
Yeah.
If the moment you call on me, I'm so desperate for your business that I break all of our principles, everything we've set up, all of the infrastructure, everything, and go, okay. How do you then work with me, take my advice, and trust what I'm telling you to tell you to do opposite, when the only way that I got you to be in that position was by not following that myself? Mm-hmm. And I don't think people think like that. But the mature side of you has to step up and go, yeah, he's right. Like that's not good. And that's why I continually put myself into the circle, the pattern of not respecting my time and not respecting myself, allowing other people to decide, what the hierarchy of needs are for me, allowing other people to determine.
I also feel like that individual doesn't truly believe in your coaching, not coaching mechanism, but content. If he is not able,
the overall organization, it's like, I want to hear from you.
Well, if you said, oh, I have a coach that's actually better and that could actually support you better right now.
Right.
And they say no, and they push back, that they really aren't a true, like, they don't even, it's like not a judgment. They can't even follow what your recommendations are.
And by the way,
nor do they think that you probably have the right person in place.
That's right. That's right. And by the way, that could never be more true, in the sense that, like, when people say, okay, I want you to coach me. No, you don't. I'm not the coach for you. Like, we have people who literally wake up in the morning, they get their jollies off on working with people. ABC, here we go. Do we do A? Do we do B? Do we do C? Whatever. That is not me. I'm the rainmaker, and I'm the content creator, and I'm all of that stuff. When it comes to the implementation of the model that we're following, when it comes to, we have people who are skilled in doing that, who train to do that.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's not me. Like, I'm going to be other things going on, I can't focus on that. You didn't do what I asked you to do last time. Like, yeah. That's not where my head is. Right. And so sometimes we just want that because we more so either want the prestige of saying we talked to that person, or it's all we know at that moment, so we go after that. But at the end of the day, I'm not the best option. And by the way, that used to be an ego shot for me to say that, but now I just fully believe that. And I've never felt more confident. There was a time when you grow in the organization, you kind of say yes and figure out how later. And there was a time where we had a lot of people in the organization, from a coach's perspective, that, people would get paired up with those people. And I'd be like, oh God, I hope this goes well. Like, whatever. I've never felt better about our coaches staff, meaning, we have Reagan as our director now, who is not only doing ongoing training and everything with these people, but kind of sliced off the fat, so to say, like, hey, these ones aren't cutting it, Yeah. And what's been nice is, I think that as your brand grows and as your following grows and everything else, everybody thinks about your company growing, and they're like, oh, more students, more this, more that. But the other thing that happens with a visibility increase is that your opportunities for better talent increase as well. And that's a part that I don't think a lot of people focus on, is that as we've been able to grow, and as our visibility has grown and everything else, we're not just throwing out hooks. We're not just casting out lines for new students. We're always looking for great coaches, And so that's been one of the things that's happened as well. So when I tell people, look, I'm not coaching you, I'll do the virtual stuff. Like, I do stuff with brokerages. I do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm not the one. Like, we have all different areas.
And I feel like a lot of the coaches too, are on ground. Like, they're literally on the ground floor, like themselves, like out there.
Yes.
Doing the business.
Yes. Every one of them sells real estate.
You're very high level.
Yes.
You see everything from the top down. You're very focused on industry overall. Right. But you have these coaches that are literally in it.
Yep.
And you're not.
I'm hearing from them. I'm hearing from our director. I'm hearing from students. So I answer my DMs.
Be the student.
But I'm not. I'm great at filtering that. So obviously I've sold a lot of real estate. I know the industry. I come from that. But when I'm answering my DMs and I'm talking to our director and I'm talking to our coaches and I'm hearing what's going on, I'm a great filterer of that information and then putting that content together. I'm good at kind of slicing through and seeing what's really going on, following the headlines, what's happening, talking to a lot of my friends in the industry who are making those headlines, what's happening. But when it comes to, I'm driving down the road for my third showing of the day, and whatever. That's our coaches right now. Like, they're actually there doing it. They're actually taking a lot of the stuff that we're teaching from a team leader building perspective and hiring the wrong person and seeing what's going wrong with it and so like it's a different animal.